Happy Sunday, peoples. Happy Sunday.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes. Today is a great day because it's our first installment of a series that we'll be doing called Extraordinary Women, where we'll be highlighting women from all walks of life doing the darn thing. And I'm so happy to have our first extraordinary woman with us. Her name is DAWN Bostock. Did I pronounce it right, Boo?
Jadonia.
DAWN Bostock.
Jadonia. I like it. Jadonia.
Dawn, okay, or Dee Dee.
Only family calls me Dee Dee. And you know,
family.
yes. You are.
Yes. I chose Dawn specifically for our first person to interview. And the reason why I chose you for our first story to be featured is because you are one of the first women I have met in a long time that just gives effortlessly. You are such a giver. You are such a lover. And you don't ask for anything in return, ever. I be trying to like toss you some dollars sometimes. You better keep that, girl. You know, because you are such a giver, and you don't ask for anything back. That's just amazing, and I wish more women were like you. I really do.
It's too early.
Are you crying already?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I can see the tears from here.
Yes. So Dawn, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my name is Dawn. My name is Jadonia Bostock. I am my father's daughter. That's who I am. That's who I am. When people ask me who am I say I'm my father's daughter. And the reason I say that is because everything that I have learned, I've learned from my father. Everything that I do, everybody is like, oh my God, you're just like your dad, or, you know, so he is my hero.
Yes.
And I am my father's daughter.
Yes. And besides that, you also are a mom, an amazing mom. Okay, I am adopting your daughter as my daughter. You know that.
I am a mother of 4. I have a 22-year-old. My son will be 18 tomorrow. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. Yes. I own 3 businesses.
Yes, please tell us about your businesses.
So I have We Care Home Care, and the main office is located in Georgia. I just opened up my second office in Georgia. And then I also have We Care Home Care in Dayton, Ohio, that my little sister is running, and I'm so proud of her.
Yes, yes, that's my best friend. You know that, right?
Yes. And then I have a nonprofit organization called the We Care Home Care Foundation. And what that nonprofit organization does is it helps us pay for care for those who cannot afford it. Me being in business now for 4 years, I have to turn down so many elderly and disabled people because they can't afford care. But with that foundation, with the donations, we're able to pay for a caregiver to go out there and take them grocery shopping or to their doctor's appointment. It's kind of like No Child Left Behind. We don't want to leave any elderly or disabled people behind either.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So let's talk about We Care Home Care just a little bit.
Okay.
How did you get into that type of business? Because when I first met you, you weren't doing that.
Well, when we first met, is when my father kind of forced us into the janitorial field. It was like a force, but and when I say force, I mean force. But my passion has always been healthcare. I have a degree in medical assisting. I have a degree in EKG technician. I am a certified nursing assistant. I have 6 semesters left before I finish my RN. So I've always been into the medical field. So that is my passion. But I was just, at one point, I was just like, okay, Daddy, you take this and let me do what I was called to do. So, and that's the medical field.
Amen. Yes. Yes. And I'm happy. So I see you on Facebook And you have every second you're like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's absolutely wonderful. But then I say, when do you have time? Okay, you have young kids at home. How do you find the balance to do everything that you do and take care of your children and run your house and take care of yourself?
You know what, everybody says, how do you there's no balance to life. You just wake up, get up, and go. You can't find a balance. You have to make things happen when you can. You know, my children know that if I'm not home by a certain time, they call me and check on me. When I'm there, when I'm home, we spend the time that we spend together. My children only like to spend 5-10 minutes with me anyway, so that really don't make
I think that's all children these days.
No, and they remind me of my dad. Because my dad raised us 3 girls, and he would always be in his room by himself. And that's just how my children are. They'll come in, they'll hug me, they'll kiss me, we'll ask each other how our days were, and we'll go on about our business. We'll eat together and just go on about our business. So they don't really bother me too much. There's no balance. You just have to take care of what you have to take care of and keep it moving.
And keep it moving. I hear that. You do what you have to do.
Yeah, well. Well, speaking of balance, what do you think are the hardest struggles that you had when you're trying to build a career and trying to balance things out between being a woman and a woman and, a businesswoman?
The lack of support.
Oh, yes.
Lack of support.
So for me, I'm about to start crying. So for me, it's the lack of support, right? So everybody knows that I just got divorced in May of last year.
Yes.
And you would think that your husband wants to build with you, instead of just eating off the table and just letting you do all the work. So the lack of support is what really is hard for me. Yeah. But I still do.
I remember when you were getting your divorce and your business was like on the rise. And I was like, how are you doing it? Like, your business is about to pop, okay? And it done pop, y'all. It done popped. And on top of that, but on the other flip side, your relationship is taking a decline. How were you feeling at that moment? What did you do?
I was struggling. I was hurt. It was very, very painful. But being raised by your dad is totally different than being raised by your mom, right? So if you were raised by your mom, she was a nurturer. She was always tell you, everything's going to be okay. You'll do it. My dad is like, shake that shit off. Keep it going. I mean, that's just how he is. And it was the only way that I could push through, because anytime I called him to cry, what you crying for? Shake it off, and that's where my strength comes from.
Right. So
everybody knows if anything happens to my dad, that'll probably be it for me.
No. You say that now,
but my dad is my go-to, right? He's my best. If I don't have nobody else, I know I have my dad, right? So it'll be difficult for me.
Yes. I'm so happy that you are drawing strength from your father, because most women, we draw strength from one another, from our moms, from our grandmothers, but you had your father in your life. So tell us a little bit about, if you don't mind, and what you can share about your childhood, growing up, some of the struggles you may have gotten into, some of the struggles you may have gotten out of, and how your father was there for you.
Okay, so my mother was very abusive to her children. So my father ended up getting custody of us. When I turned 13, I was hell on wheels. I mean, I wanted to do no matter what my dad taught me, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, when I wanted to do it, and how I wanted to do it. I was disrespectful. I was disobedient. I was a liar. I was a troublemaker. I was all of that. And I was disrespectful to my dad, to the point to where I ended up getting pregnant when I was 15 with my first child. And I wanted to be with her dad so bad because my dad was not like, no, you're not going over there. You're not doing none of that. And I wanted to be with him so bad, you know, that I ran away to be in a foster home just so that I could see him every day. And I think that broke my dad. And then when I realized it, it broke me too, because I'm like, dang, you know, you did all of this to somebody who was making sure you were okay, you know, just for somebody who in the long run didn't take care of you or your daughter, you know. And my dad got me my first apartment when I was 17, because I went to 14, 15 different foster homes because I was really disrespectful, you know. And they were like, I don't want her here. She can't stay here. And he got me my first apartment when I was 16. And ever since I was 16, I handled my own business.
I hear that. I think a little bit of that unruliness that you had when you were a teenager, it shows up right now, which makes you the bomb as boss, the bomb as businesswoman.
But you know why? It's because I always feel like can't nobody tell me no.
That's right. Oh, I love you.
You're not, if somebody else tell me no, I'm going to find somebody that's going to tell me yes. You're not going to say no to me.
That's right.
Yeah, what Dawn wants, Dawn gets, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I just have never taken no for an answer, and never will. Right. If I don't get it from you, I'll get it from somewhere else.
Yeah. Now, Dawn, while you were building your business, what struggles did you go through as you were building We Care Home Care?
Just still the lack of support.
Just the support?
Just the lack of support. I mean, I did everything by myself. It was the lack of support. It wasn't a lack of finances. It wasn't a lack of having people come take care of people. It wasn't even a lack of knowledge or being able to go out and find clients, because ever since I opened, I've always had clients.
Right.
And it's because of my personality, and people can see my passion through my words. It was just always the lack of support. And to this day, I still kind of have that lack of support.
Yeah.
But have you tried, you know, like asking for support from other institutions or other women like you who are so passionate into this kind of job or to this kind of opportunity for other people?
No, and that's because I feel like your support should come from your circle, right? And your circle is full of those that you love, right? So you should never have to ask somebody that you love to support you. It should be an automatic, because I am a very supportive person. Like, I don't care what you have going on. I am going to support you. But people don't return that favor, right, if that makes any sense. So I don't feel like I should go out and ask people, hey, can you support me or this and this and that. If you love me, you'll automatically want to support me.
That is absolutely correct. Yes.
Yeah. And we could say, you know, the love and support that we give to other people should be reciprocating, if there's any such a word like that one. You know what I mean? You know, because whenever, like I always say to other people, whenever you're doing something, you shouldn't be doing it half-heartedly.
Absolutely.
And if you want to start something, you start big.
Absolutely.
And that one right there,
not gonna pop, you know?
You start big.
Listen, and it's like, go hard or go home. And I'm not going home without going hard.
Right. Dawn, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years as a business owner, as a mom, as a woman? Where do you see yourself?
I am going to be a retired billionaire.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Not millionaire. Millionaire is
Kylie Jenner level?
Kylie Jenner level, yes.
I am going, and in 7 years, I am going to be a retired billionaire. And everybody else is going to be running my company.
That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to still be your insurance agent.
Absolutely.
Wow. You know, I just want to share a story to you guys. There's like a movie in Netflix now, mm-hmm, where she's running like a home care for the elderly.
I love that movie.
You know that movie?
Yes. What was that movie called?
it wasn't a
I
home.
care.
I care a lot.
I
Yes,
care a lot. Yeah.
that movie kind of, I cried. I thought that was the worst thing ever because that happens to people every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and I try to stay, when it comes to finances for the elderly, I always try to make sure they have a third party involved. I'm not sending a bill to nobody who might have a little bit of dementia or a little bit of Alzheimer's. We need to CC somebody in this bill before you pay it. I try to stay as far away from their money as possible.
I understand. Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, the reason why I brought that up is because just to give you a little bit of, a scenario here in the Philippines, we Filipinos don't normally send our elders to facilities like that.
Correct.
So long as we're able to keep them in the house, we'll do so. But why is it some of the Americans, do that to the old people?
So everyone has different reasons to why they do things, right? So you never know why someone's elderly person is in a nursing home. Someone may not be able to take care of them. They might have 4 or 5 children that they're taking care of and can't take care of mom. Mom might need 24-hour care as prescribed by the doctor, and daughter has to work a 9 to 5, so she has those hours that no one is there to take care of them. Some of them just don't care and just throw them in there and go to the nurse and get the money once a month that is provided by the state. And some of them just don't know what to do. So that is one of the reasons I started my home care agency, is because I did work in a nursing home for 15 something years. And the way that they treated those people, I said, well, a lot of these people want to die at home. So we provide caregivers to go inside of the home to take care of the elderly people while daughter is at work or son-in-law is at work, or they're just going on a family outing or anything like that. So we provide our care in the comfort of their own homes.
Yeah. So it seems like
So that separates.
it's definitely, I'm sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
No.
No, I was just going
Just
to
trying to say that. So that's actually one of the main difference that your business separates from other.
Yes. So we provide care in their homes. They don't have to go to a nursing home when they hire us. We send caregivers out to their houses to make sure that they're showered and bathed and taking their medications and going to the doctor and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because a lot of Americans work, especially a lot of more women in America are in the workforce, there's no one around to take care of the elderly. There was a time when Big Mama was still in a house or lived across the street or something, and she was sort of like in our neighborhoods. But because people do have to work, that's why care is available. Yeah. So, Dawn, oh my goodness, I love you. What advice would you give any young woman out there that sort of kind of like walk in your steps a little bit? What advice would you give that little girl?
Stop playing around and do it. Like when you playing around and you taking time going to the clubs and you want to go do all of this unnecessary stuff, start writing out your future and do it. Just stop playing around and do it. If I could cuss, I would. I mean, there's no, if I could have started this business back when I was going to clubs or when I wanted to be around my friends and be around my homegirls and stuff like that, I would be a billionaire by now.
Oh, yeah.
There's no sense in playing.
Right.
You're wasting time.
Yeah. You are proof that a man can build a strong woman through your father. You're proof of that. A lot of people don't think that, but yeah, he did a great job with y'all. He did.
Thank you.
Yes.
He did.
Yes. Eddie, do you have any more questions for our guests?
Well, right now, because I just wanted to ask for like a very personal message. I mean, you may be questioning why I'm doing this. I'm a big guy, but why am I so into this project, Extraordinary Women? Well, just to tell you a story, I grew up in a household where, dominated by women. I have my grandma, my mom, my aunts, my sister. So I guess I just wanted to ask for a message from both of you, um, for men like me. What could be those things that we have to do to support women like you? Because you always say that you don't have, you don't have support when you're trying to build up your business. On our perspective, what could be the things that we need to do in order to support you guys without you telling us to do it?
So what I would say is, if you see paper stacking up, just say, hey, is there anything that you want me to do with that? And even if I say no, that's just showing that you are supporting me, right? So you don't have to, because I'm probably not going to allow you to touch my paperwork anyway, because it's just right where I need it to be. But you just showing interest in putting effort in is showing support.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And I will also say, some men, they can't go into their wives or girlfriends' businesses and just pick up. So just love on her and get her things that she needs. The support may not come inside the business, but it can come outside the business, like helping out with the home and the children and things of that nature. And in the process too, loving up on her, letting her know she's not alone, letting her know that she does have his support. And also just let her just be that woman that she needs to be. I see a lot of men, they stop women from being who they authentically are, and it crushes that woman's spirit. And she'll never tell you how she feels until she's old and gray.
Mm-hmm.
Let her be.
Fix a steak and potato once a week.
All right. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Feed a girl.
Okay.
Every now and then.
Exactly. A foot rub something.
Uh-huh.
Dawn, do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Look in the camera and tell people, my name is Jadanya Bostock, and I am an extraordinary woman.
My name is Jadanya Bostock, and I am an extraordinary woman.
That's right. That's right. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Guys, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to have this everywhere. We're also going to post Dawn's social media handles where you can find her businesses. If you guys are looking for services in Georgia and also Ohio, please reach out to her. She has an amazing team behind her that can help you guys if you need home care for your family. So thank you again, sis. We're going to have all your contact information, and have a great Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be first. I am honored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If only I'm in your place, I'll send my grandma to your home care. Kidding.
Well, we'll come to you, Eddie. You don't have to send her anywhere. We come directly to you.
You ain't flying to the Philippines.
but if there's some business opportunity, I may be in the Philippines.
Oh, Eddie, hook it up. Hook it up.
We can build a branch here. Philippine branch.
Listen, Yolanda, you better tell him, don't give me no opportunity, because I'm going to take it.
I know, Eddie, don't play with her like that. Don't play. He'll be calling you. Thank you, Mama Sita.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.